This is New York Giants Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC. Want to talk about the Mile High Choke? This is Tennessee New York Giants Straight Talk. We already said it. Brought to you by the mighty FanDuel. Oh, I literally have lost my voice. I don't know where to start, where to end, or where to even fucking begin with this team. You start having a glimmer of hope. You start having this moment of euphoria that the Giants may pull off the impossible by doing something that they haven't done. People want to talk about Jackson Dart's late heroics, but it was his interception that really turned the entire game around. So yes, you could talk about how Jackson Dart drove them down the field, but it was the interception by Jackson Dart that shifted the entire momentum of the game late in the fourth quarter. He already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Giants up 26-16. It flipped the whole script of the game. And yes, I give him all the credit in the world for driving the team back. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm not taking away from his effort. But at times you have to look at exactly what the effort was, and you have to be honest with yourself. It's not like he had this Herculean game. And yes, I watched the entire game, but the guy was 15 for 33 for 283 and 3 touchdowns. Yes. And the majority of the points, we've talked about it, came early in the third, early in the fourth. And yes, he brought the team back. I give him all the credit in the world. It was the faulting of the Giant defense once again that led to this misery. This team is just so difficult to root for. This team is just so difficult to want to embrace. You literally gave up 33 points. If Shane Bowen is not fired tomorrow, this team is a joke of an organization, even more than I thought it was. Because you cannot give up how the fuck do you give up 33 points? You had the 2-point, you had the 2-yard pass to Tony Franklin, then you had the Theo Johnson 41-yard pass from Jackson Dart. Then you come back with Bo Nix, who was having a shitty game with a 7-yard run. Then you had the Harvey 2-yard run. Then you had the Bo Nix 18-yard run. And I kept trying to explain this to people. Bo Nix is not a scrambling quarterback. He is a running quarterback. And one of my biggest issues in this entire game going into the stream yesterday or today was the fact that he was going to beat you with his legs at times. 5 carries for 48 yards for 9.6 yards a carry. This thought process. And again, the Giants give up 24 carries for 142 yards, not to mention another 279 in the air and 2 touchdowns and no turnovers. Can we just stop with the thought process that the likes of Dane Belton and Drew Phillips are quality NFL starters? Same with Cordell Flott, same with Tyler Newman, same with Paulson Adebo. Can we just give that up? Can we just end that charade? I'm done with it. Can we end the experiment now 7 games in with Abdul Carter? Because Abdul Carter cannot get to the fucking quarterback. This guy had 1 solo tackle and 2 assists. Again, no tackles for losses, no pressures, no quarterback hits. He's putting up the donut now weeks in a row. He is a situational pass rusher, which you need to play maybe 30% of the fucking time and not allow him to be on the field in crunch time because it just doesn't work. You wasted an effort by your rookie quarterback. You wasted an effort from Wan'Dale Robinson. Even Theo Johnson. Yes, the Giants offense went stagnant. Yes, Jackson Dart did put up, like I said, you can tell me everything you want about Jackson Dart, but he's a rookie. I'm going to give Jackson Dart the benefit of the doubt that he's a rookie. He threw a bad interception in Giant territory, which was the momentum shift of the entire game. But at least he atoned for his mistakes and tried to come back and lead this team. You cannot give up 33 points in a single game and sit there and say, well, you know what? We tried. And I always hate that. We tried. We gave our best effort. There's no giving your best effort. Your best effort is like going to your sister's room and wearing her jewelry. Sorry, I had to. I just had to. There's just so much wrong with this team. There's so much wrong with this organization. There is so many heartbreaking losses. We've talked about the fact that you were going to run into these trap games. We talked about the fact that there is so many issues on this defense. Outside of Brian Burns, you are getting zero fucking pass rush. And thank God for Brian Burns. But the problem is Brian Burns is not a modicum of consistency in reference to the entire game. Brian Burns is a guy that is going to give you moments with what you need, and he puts you in the right moments, but you need help from other guys when we are supposed to be the best pass rushing team in the entire league. Or this was supposed to be our strength. And if you can't get to Bo Nix outside of the likes of Brian Burns, we have monumental fucking problems. And if you can't sit there and say, you know what, we need to move on from Shane Bowen, I don't know what else to say. You always look for a sack on a bad loss, especially with the Giants. We've always said this before with the Giants. This is what the Giants do. They fire a positional coach. Then they go out and fire a coordinator. Then they go out and fire the head coach. And then they go out and fire general manager. It's just the way that we do. But if you put up this type of non-resistance against this team, when you had them you had them down 33 you literally gave up 33 fucking points. What was the thought process here? What was the mindset here that we're just going to continuously give up points and we're going to hopefully see what happens? But when you're so inept in reference to your defensive philosophy and in the entirety of what you have as a system, there's something very, very wrong here. There's a fundamental flaw here. We just need to figure this out. You need to make wholesale changes. Yeah, and people are saying, well, Tim, you're being over dramatic. No, I'm not. I have never in the history of watching the Giants, and I was at the Miracle of the Meadowlands. This to me is more atrocious of a loss than the Miracle of the Meadowlands. Because not only were you up, but you gave up 33 points in a 15-minute span against a team you had on the ropes at home. And this is what you do? This is your organization. This is your hope. It's a fundamental flaw, not only with the coaching staff, but it's a fundamental flaw just in general as an organization, which is why we can't and we will never win shit until we start making wholesale fucking changes on this team. We're going to have a live stream tomorrow to go through all the details. So make sure you stay tuned. It's going to be probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I haven't made the complete decision on when that live stream is going to be, but we're going to have the live stream tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. This is Tennis New York Giants Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC, and I'm out of here.